And Jack and Jill and Tom, the piper's son. Leave your cupboard, forget your spill, we're going to have some fun. The wireless says to hurry and run, to leave your games and toys. The wireless says the time has come for all the girls and boys. So come with a hop, a skip and a run. It's time for the session, it's time for the fun. Mighty Argonauts bending to the oars, today we'll go adventuring to yet uncharted shores. 50 young adventurers today set forth, and so we cry with Jason, man the boats, and row, 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 merry oarsmen row, that dangers lie ahead, we know, but bend with all your might as you sail into the night, and wrong will bow to right. Jason cried, adventure no, Argonauts row, row, row.
Hello, Argonauts. Good rowing.
Good rowing, Argonauts.
And straight away we go into contributions today, and our first comes from Western Australia, from 12 years old Dinarchus 44. Would you read, please, Argo 24?
Yes, with pleasure, Jason. This is my first contribution to your club, so I think I will tell you of the mixed-up photograph. We've been in Australia nearly a year now, but when we were coming from England on the boat, we stopped at Port Said, and it was there that it happened. Daddy was taking photographs of the natives and many other exciting things. There were natives in little boats gathered round our boat, selling rugs and bags with beautiful leatherwork on them and lots of other things. Daddy took a photograph of these boats, too. Later that day, just as we were about to leave, he took Mummy and I, with Port Said making a lovely background for what we thought then to be quite a good photograph. Well, imagine our joking when later on they were developed to find that they'd been developed into one. Daddy had forgotten to turn the film round. Oh, what a shame, Dinarchus 44. I'm afraid that's something I'm always doing, too.
Hello, girls and boys. We're going to hear number 125 of our Brains Trust today. Let's sing the good thinking song, shall we? Come along, everyone.
Please put on your thinking caps, for think you really must, if you are to take your place in the Argonauts Brains Trust.
We have the questions. They're difficult? Oh, dear, no.
You have the answers we shall hear. So please put on your thinking caps, for think you really must, if you're to take your place in the Argonauts Brains Trust.
Madam President takes the chair.
Thank you, Elizabeth. Joe, you look as though you have some very interesting opinions there. Would you open the discussion on if your house were burning, what would you say first?
Oh, these letters I was just looking through, Nana, for our second debate. I'm more interested in it today.
Oh, well, Madam President, I'm very interested in both debates, and I crave your attention on behalf of a 16-year-old Dragon's Tooth, Thetis 8.
You may proceed, Thetis 8.
If my house were burning, I don't think I'd have time to think, let alone save anything. I'm sure I'd just stand there with my mouth open, staring with unbelieving eyes at the smoke and flame. Still, if I did happen to think and stir myself into action, my first thought would be for my books. Books which were given to me. Books which I longed for and saved for, until at last I had the required amount. Yes, my books would be my first thought, after seeing that Mum and Dad were safe, of course.
Well, there's no doubt about it, Thetis 8. Books are our great friends, but books can be replaced.
Christmas is still a long way off, but Punch and Judy are going to fetch their Christmas tree today. They like to dig up a baby tree and plant it in their garden, and then, by the time Christmas comes, it has grown into a very fine little tree. It's much nicer to have a real live leafy green tree to hang the Christmas presents on. Well, now they're ready to set off.
Hurry up, Bunty-Wunty! Have you the garden fork and the spade and the sack and the bucket?
Yes, Judy Poppet, and my yellow cap gun, too.
You are not taking your cap gun, horrid noisy thing.
But Judy Poppet, what about the lions and tigers? And what about the robbers and wolves and fierce Red Riding Hoods?
Oh, silly old Punchy. We don't have people like that in our bush. Now put that cap gun away at once.
Oh, very well, Judy dear. Just for you.
And that obedient little wooden man puts the yellow cap gun away in his pocket.
Well, now, everyone, it's time for our musical quiz. And this one was suggested by Dragon's Tooth Ease on 23, who comes from Darwin. See if you can recognize these singers and their song.
With public guardians bold yet wary, and of ourselves we take good care. To risk our precious lives we're chary. When danger looms we're never there. But when we meet a helpless woman or little boys that do no harm, we run them in, we run them in, we run them in, we run them in, we show them where the bows and arms. We run them in, we run them in, we run them in, we run them in, we show them where the bows and arms.
Now let's find out what's happening to Mouse, Auntie Bun, and the muddle-headed Wombat. A pig has joined our friends on Teapot Island. Auntie Bun and Wombat are interested and pleased to make a new friend, but Mouse thinks that maybe Wombat will like that pig best, and Mouse is jealous.
Wombat is my best friend. Suppose he loves that pig very much. My, I might even become his second best friend. Oh, bother, bother, bother.
And so Mouse was very cold to that pig. But Auntie Bun and Wombat spent a great deal of time admiring the newcomer.
Oh, Mouse, do come. She's digging a lovely hole in the mud. She's mud all over. She looks so terribly muddy, Mouse.
Thank you, Wombat, but mouses are not fond of mud. Mouses are clean and tidy.
Yes, but wombats like mud, and pigs like mud, and this pig looks horribly nice when she's mud all over. Do come and look, Mouse.
No, thank you, Wombat. I must do my knitting.
But it's more fun doing things when you're there, Mouse. Please, Mouse, come on, Mouse. Ah, Mouse.
And when Auntie Bun came along to get a bucket and scrubbing brush in order to scrub that pig, as a pig ought to be scrubbed, Mouse wasn't a bit interested.
No, thank you, Auntie Bun, dear.
But this pig is so pink, Mouse. It really is the pinkest pig I've ever seen. You could stand on her head and scrub her ears, Mouse. Such fun.
Thank you, but I have pink ears myself, and if I feel like scrubbing ears, I can scrub mine. And besides, I must get on with my knitting.
Imagine knitting on a holiday. Oh, Mouse.
And Auntie Bun went sadly away. But soon you might have seen her busily scrubbing up and down that peaceful pig's plump pink stomach, while Wombat brought buckets of clean water from the river. Oh, he was a busy, happy Wombat.
A jolly good night to you, and you, and you, and you, and you. The time has come to finish, and the session now is through. The boat is home, as home, goes home, and the wish tonight is through. A jolly good night to